and thanks for joining me to learn about digitizing with the Forever Box. I'm Jennifer Wise with Photo and Story Treasures, and you probably have some photo and story treasures that look like this. Maybe high 8 tapes or film, VHS tapes, photos that maybe need to be scanned and you're not really sure what to do with them. I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about how to preserve your treasured family memories and save them from precarious media. So why digitize old media? If you've got a VHS tape sitting around, or your grandpa's old film reel, why do they need to be changed? Well, there are two main reasons. The first one is that the digital world changes all the time. And so we may not always have the capability to access photos or videos from old media. For example, I don't have a slide projector or a screen. I also don't have any way to access anything on a floppy disk, a film reel, or an audio cassette. Reason number two is that without updating media, our precious family memories will be lost. Weddings and first steps recorded on VHS tapes, for example, are on precarious media. So let me tell you what I mean by precarious media. Family memories on media that will eventually give out, not work anymore, lose quality, etc., are in a precarious position. So for example, did you know this about VHS tapes? On the left here, I have some information about VHS tapes that I will tell you I know from personal example to be true because it happened to me. Videotapes actually begin to decay after about 10 to 20 years. VHS and other magnetic tapes lose their magnetic charge over time, and so that makes the tapes lose both color and detail. And then wear of the tape's lubricant layer causes loss of information. So they literally decay, they break down. They're not going to be good forever. So let's talk about Forever's digitizing service. It's called Forever Box, and it has, I love this, the highest customer satisfaction of any digitizing service out there as verified by Trustpilot. You get white glove service. And when I say that, I mean, yeah, they're really careful with your precious things, but they also will, like, for example, if they're doing digitizing a VHS tape, they'll go through and take out blank, like if there's an empty spot for more than 5 seconds, they'll take that out and they'll, they take care of it, which I think is fantastic. Forever digitizing includes film, VHS, and beta tapes, slides, scanning, and more. We're going to talk about all that in just a second. And so the way it works is that you buy a box, which is more than a box. You're not just buying the box. It includes shipping 3 ways plus the digitization cost of whatever's inside the box. Now, the box includes directions and barcode labels to tag each of your items, and we'll look at those in just a minute. So first things first, when you start digitizing, I want to give you kind of the lowdown before I turn off the slides and I actually walk you through the box. So this is one of those first things that you need to know. We're going to look at everything you can do with the Forever Box in a few minutes, but here we're going to just go over the logistics of what you'll need to do in order to digitize your old memories. So this big QR code here goes right to my Forever account, where I am an ambassador who helps people with their photos and memories. If you don't already have a Forever account, they're free, by the way, open one here at my website, and that will connect me to you. Or if you do already have one, obviously just log in to your Forever account. That's the first thing you need to do in order to get digitizing with a Forever Box. The next step is to actually order your box. So once you're logged in, you click digitize. It's up at, it's kind of the upper left. And you find your desired box. I know right now you don't know what your desired box is just yet. We're going to look at that in a second. And then, but there are really one main bullet point that I want to point out. You can actually fill a box with more items than listed. Like the small box is for digitizing 2 items. The medium box is for, I think it's 10. 10, etc. Right? And but if you still have room in your box, like you put in 2 VHS tapes, right? In your small 2-item box. If you still have room in there, throw in some slides, throw in some, more videotapes or whatever. You can pack the box until it's full, which is nice because it allows you to save on shipping by digitizing as much as you can at once. You pay for the box up front, and then Forever charges you an additional per item digitization fee for any of those extra items that you've decided to put in your box when they receive your box. And there's a whole price list in there. You'll know what you're paying and etc. So then the last thing is you just wait a few weeks to receive your digitized memories. It feels so much like magic. You send off these things that you don't have access to or you're worried about are going to be ruined, and then you get back digitized wonderful memories. Okay, a couple of quick things before we go look at the box. So Forever boxes are on sale quite often, and you can save an extra 5% on top of sale prices. So you're saving, they're like two possible parts to your savings. The first one is to check the deals tab. That's where all the sales are. That's up along the top at the website as well. And get the savings code that it gives you there for the Forever box and enter that when you check out. And that will give you whatever, like sometimes it's 30% off or 40 or whatever. And then if you want a little more savings on top of that, you can add what's called the Forever Club. It's a little like a savings account with interest because you deposit dollars in there and they are your club dollars. And then you spend them however you like you could spend them for a Forever box, for example. And when you do that, you get an extra 5% savings. So those, I just want to make sure you know about those two sale or savings options. Okay, so let's look at the Forever box. I got a few things to show you. Let me stop my screen share. So the first thing I want to show you is, the box. So I have a medium-sized box here, and it's a little big. This is a medium-sized box. It is, I think it's 16. I wrote it down. It's 14. It's 14 inches by 14 inches by 6 inches high. All right. The small box is only, I forgot, 10 by 10. So it's just a little, right? It's a little smaller. And then, the big box is bigger. Now, when you order your box, it comes empty, obviously, so that you can put your things in there. But it comes with a couple of things inside. So one of the things that it comes with is a little booklet. This is great because it leads you right through what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to, get everything together and stuff. It comes with labels that have barcodes on them. Now, this is just a sample, so I just went and found some stickers and stapled them on there. But this is basically what it looks like, except it would have barcodes on them. Now, I want to show you everything in this booklet, but I want to also mention something else, which is specialty. There are two different types of Forever boxes. One is a standard box. That's for kind of your run-of-the-mill stuff. You have VHS tapes or film or photos that you want scanned or stuff like that. The specialty box is for things that are a little more unusual, a weird size or something like that. Like you can have 12 by 12 scrapbook pages scanned. What else? We'll look at it here in just a minute, but that's what's in the specialty box. Like I said, they're kind of oversized or kind of, something you need to be extra careful with, flatbed scans and stuff like that. So let's look. So we're going to start by looking at this standard box and then, you can do the standard box and then we'll look at the specialty one. So I actually have a little, let me get over there, a little PDF of, so you can see every page in these two booklets without straining your eyes to watch me hold them up awkwardly. Okay, so we're just going to look at these really quick. And remember, this comes in your box. So you'll have this, okay? So a little message from the CEO. It tells you here what kind of, now again, this is the standard box, the regular box. This tells you what kinds of VHS tapes that they handle and can digitize. Beta Max. Wow, I don't even remember that. Okay. Also film. Now, film is charged by the foot. So if you don't know what, how many feet are on your film reel, you actually can measure it right here. You can see that if it's 100 feet, it counts as 2 items. Each item, like a VHS tape, counts as 1 item, but sometimes if there's a bigger thing, that requires more digitizing. Doesn't really matter how many inches it is. I mean, bigger by how much digitizing you need. Sometimes it might count as 2 items or 4 or whatever. Okay, so that's film. Then there are negatives, slides, and photos that can all be digitized. And I want to say, it doesn't, I don't think say on here, but it's 25 photos, at least right now. 25 photos count as 1 item. And I believe it's 25 slides. It's on the website. So if you want to be sure, make sure you shoot me an email and ask me. The next one is audio. So if you have cassette tapes, 8-track cassettes, even it says vinyl records, reel-to-reel audio, micro cassettes, CDs, all sorts of things are listed over here. And you'll notice, obviously, not everything is pictured, but that they can digitize, but it's listed over here at the left. And then it gives you some directions. So it tells you to barcode your items. So you remember I showed you those fake stickers that I put on the front to represent your barcodes that you will get. So you will, okay, so your box actually has your personal barcode on it as well. It matches all the little stickers. So then you will take a barcode and put that barcode sticker on everything so that everything you're sending in is labeled and is connected back to you through the barcode on your box. So this gives you some examples. 1 videotape, put 1 barcode on it. 25 photos, negatives, or slides. You can just put in a little baggie. The box actually comes with some bags, plastic bags as well, like little Ziploc, or you can use your own too. But so it just walks you through how many, count as 1 thing and what to barcode, etc. And so just follow these directions. Then it explains to you how you can get your digitized items back. So you can download them, have your digitized memories put straight into your Forever account. If you have enough storage there, permanent cloud storage, they will stay there for 60 days for you to download them to your computer or whatever else if you don't have enough permanent cloud storage. I would definitely recommend getting some though, just so that they will be safe there as an off-site location for your preserved memories, in addition to having some on-site, meaning in your house. So you can choose a thumb drive or a DVD as well. So it tells you, pack up your items. It comes with FedEx labels. It gives you all the, steps to do that. And you can actually track your progress, track their progress, see how far, how close you are to getting your digitized memories, which is really nice. This talks about why Forever is different. And that would be an important thing to read because it's so good to know. All right. So that is the Forever standard box. Now, there are a couple of things that are different about specialty items. So you'll notice here on the front, it says, don't forget to fill out the tally sheet and order form. So with a specialty box and the special items that go in it, you actually do more than just put barcodes on everything. There will be a tally sheet to fill out. In fact, let me show it to you quickly. So on the very back, well, actually, on the second to last page, it gives you, It gives you, sorry about the focus there, gives you an example of like, oh, I have so many scans. I want this many scans, album scans or flatbed scans or photo restoration you can even have, or, you know, negatives and pictures and all those things. Because you can put regular items in the specialty too. If you have one specialty thing, you have to have a specialty box. Okay, and it's the same price, so no big deal. So yeah, so it gives you an example of like the different things that you might have. Then, and I don't know if you probably can't see this, but there's a perforation here and you tear it off. This is your example. Then you fill out, oh, okay, well, I have 75 slides that I want digitized at $1.19 each. That equals $89.25. And I have 30 12 by 12 scrapbook pages that I want scanned, flatbed scans at $1.99 each is $59.70, etc. Right? So you go through and put everything that you want. You fill out the back of it. It's an order form, and then you tear it off. So I just want to show you that that's right where it's located. Okay. So let's look quickly at the specialty services. So again, we're talking about how Forever is different. You can see the different sizes of boxes and read some information there. This shows you how to pack your Forever box. And by the way, there is one, you label them, you organize them and all that stuff and tally them and everything. But they do offer, let me see what they call it, I forgot. They do offer a box counting and organization fee. If you want to just throw a bunch of slides and movies and film and stuff in your box and not organize it, for $60, they will organize it for you. So let's see. So here are all the things that can be scanned. Again, photos and negatives can be in the regular size box, but in the specialty box, I shouldn't say regular size, the regular box. In a specialty box, you can have 12 by 12 album pages, larger scans that are bigger than 8 by 10, and you can have oversized scans as well, items that are larger than 12 by 17, which is kind of amazing. And then larger format negatives and larger format stereo slides can be in there. So these are the other items that you can have digitized. If you're doing film in this particular, in the specialty booklet, it actually gives you something like this that you can lay your film reel down on to measure it. And so because this is an item that you can also do in the standard box, if you want to have this image and it doesn't come in your little booklet, I have a copy of that. So just let me know and I can email it to you if you want to be able to measure it that way. So there are additional services: photo restoration, batch color correcting, digital transfer for like funky things like floppy disks and internal hard drives that have been removed from a computer or whatever, right? Stuff like that. So this gives you sort of some additional information there. This is your tally sheet. We'll have current prices on it, et cetera, and then you fill out your order form. So that is what you need to know about how a Forever box works. I will tell you that I was a little nervous when I first did my Forever box because I thought, well, what if I do it wrong? All you have to do is order the box. They send it to you. There's labels that it says, put this here and put this here, and you just follow the directions. And if they get it and you have messed anything up too much, they'll just contact you and make sure they know what you want and everything. But I hope that you will take advantage of this amazing service. I had some VHS tapes that were losing quality by the day, sitting in a pile of things to do for a few years. I bought a little like converter thing so that I could convert them to DVD, and it didn't work and it was frustrating. And they probably sat there for 8 years before I learned about Forever Box. And I just put them in the box and shipped them away and got them back. And now we can actually watch them and enjoy them. So I hope you will do what I did and love it as much as I did. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube, as it helps people find it. And you can subscribe to our channel to get the latest tips about memory keeping, digital scrapbooking, photo organization, and all sorts of things. Thanks for watching.